It is 10:30. I'd like to call the monthly meeting of the Oklahoma City Airport Trust, August 25, 2010, to order. First item on the business is to approve the minutes of joint. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, cast your votes, and it is approved. I don't believe we have a director's report, so
no, sir.
Mark, if you would, take us through the Will Rogers World Airport.
Thank you. For Will Rogers World Airport, item A is to approve a request for proposals for newsstand gifts and specialty retail shop operations in the terminal building, and authorize proposals to be received on October 5th, 2010. Item B is approve change order number 1 for the project to reconstruct 4 parking lots at Mike Monroney Aeronautical Center, adding $40,000 in 30 calendar days. Item C is approve change order number 2 to the multipurpose building east elevator replacement project, Mike Monroney Aeronautical Center, adding $1,908 in 30 calendar days. Item D, approve change order number 3 for the base maintenance building elevator replacement project, also at Mike Monroney, adding $3,762.60 in 100 calendar days. E, approve the plans and project manual for the registry building envelope repairs project at Mike Monroney, authorizing advertisement for bids to be opened on September 21st, 2010. Item F is approve the purchase and installation of 2 chillers for Hangar 1 in an amount not to exceed $165,000. Item G is to approve the other transaction agreement with the Transportation Security Administration. This agreement sets forth the terms and cost-sharing obligations for the design and construction of a new consolidated checked baggage inspection system. That concludes all the items for Will Rogers World Airport.
Thank you, Mark. Comments or action from the trust? The motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, please cast your votes, and it is approved. Wiley Post Airport.
Under General Aviation, the only item we have is A, to ratify the action of the Director in accepting the FAA grant agreement to reconstruct taxiway C and C1, also improve some removing centerline taxiway lights and replacing those with edge lights in an amount of $1.2 million for Wiley Post Airport.
Comments or action from the trustees?
Second.
The motion is second. Any discussion? Seeing none, cast your votes, and it is approved. General.
Under General, request approval for item A to receive the delinquent accounts receivable report, the construction project status report, and the budget to actual report. Item B is to approve a professional services agreement for financial advisor services with Public Financial Management Incorporated, commencing September 1, 2010 for 1 year. Item C is to approve a resolution revising the trust guidelines for commercial general liability insurance limits for certain business categories for all 3 airports. That's all items under General.
Questions or action from the trustees?
So moved.
The motion is second. Any discussion? Please cast your votes, and they are received and approved. Lease agreements.
Thank you. I'd like to approve item A, the lease amendment with the U.S. Marshals Service for their hangar facility at Will Rogers World Airport. This is due to increased insurance premium cost. Item B, C, and D are assumption agreements and use guarantees for the sale of T-hangar units in accordance with the lease that the trust has with PWA Incorporated. These agreements are necessary when one party sells their T-hangar to another party. Item E is to approve supplement agreement number 2 to the lease and operations agreement with the Prop Shop LLC for the lease of their facility at Wiley Post Airport for office and storage space in connection with their aircraft restoration and maintenance business. And last, item F is to approve supplement agreement number 1 to the lease agreement with AAR Services Incorporated. This suggests certain rentals pertinent to the new general aviation terminal facility recently constructed and amending certain contract provisions. That's all items under leases.
Comments or questions from the action from the trustees?
Mr. Chairman, so moved the lease agreements.
A motion? And a second? Any questions? Discussion? Seeing none, cast your votes, and they are approved. Item 8.
Request adoption of the requisitions, sir.
Action from the trustees?
Second.
A motion is second. Any questions? Cast your votes, and it's adopted. Item 9.
I move we enter into executive session.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Cast your votes, and we will go into executive session and return at the conclusion of it.
Mr. Chairman, you're on pace for a record.
From executive session, any comments from the trustees? Staff? Any citizens to be heard? We are adjourned.